last year. He had the, I believe it was Ring Magazine Knockout of the Year. Well, anyway, he had the Knockout of the Year on Andrew Maloney. I'm talking about he clocked a bow. With that left hook, it looked like Andrew Maloney got shot. Gotta see this man in all his greatness, bro. I'm big on him, man. I'm really big on him. I'm really big on him.
Nigga, you gay.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Dr. PG NGM. Praise God to get money back for another YouTube video. Banger, man. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Y'all know what time it is. The doctor's in the house. We are the streets. Y'all know last night, we got into a nice little triple header. World Championship, man, out there in Japan. Actually, technically it was this morning. But before we get to that, man, don't forget to like the video. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell as well. Like I'm telling you right there. Off rip, let's get right to it, man. This is called 3-minute round rundown. For those of you new to the channel, welcome. Those of you that don't know about it, I don't know why you don't, because it's the hottest thing right now, man. We kicking it to you. And this is where we make a segment. I make a segment called 3-minute round rundown, and where I take all the festivities, all the events that transpired on last night's card, and squeeze it into one 3-minute professional round bout of boxing. I feel like I could do that because if they can go out there and throw all them fists, I can give you words in 3 minutes, right? So let's get right to it, man. Let's go. Hold on first. Let me bring up the clock. There it is right there. Let's go. Oh, sorry. It's over there. Wow. It's over there. Let's get right to it, baby. Last night. Yep, last night, man, we had the triple header, as I said, man. 3 world championships of boxing on the titles on the line out there in Japan, man. The far East Coast, you know what I'm talking about.
I am down with you, man. You East Coast? I far East Coast.
So yes, first off we had Tanaka versus Bacasegua, if I'm not pronouncing that right, I apologize. Kosei Tanaka versus Bacasegua, Christian Bacasegua. I thought that was a good fight. It was a competitive fight, real competitive. That went to decision, and Tanaka was seeing Tanaka win. It was a very close fight, but I think Tanaka won convincingly. You know what I'm saying? He he actually dropped him in the, was that the 8th round? He dropped him in the 8th round, so that was a 10-8 round, so that went to his favor. Bacasegua definitely came to fight. It was his world title fight, and it was his first time fighting out of Mexico. So big salute to him, man. The Mexican warrior, man. He did his thing. You know, hopefully we'll see more of him. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we got my favorite, man. Alexandro Santiago versus this man right here, man. Junto Nakatani, bro. Move this little notification right there out of the way, because you got to see this man in all his greatness, bro. I'm big on him, man. I'm really big on him.
Nigga, you gay.
You know, he had a great show last night against, well, actually early this morning. It's not really last night. Early this morning. But back in the day, I think it was last year, he had the, I believe it was Ring Magazine Knockout of the Year. Well, anyway, he had the Knockout of the Year on Andrew Maloney. I'm talking about he clocked a bow. With that left hook, it looked like Andrew Maloney got shot. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then he beat, his last fight was Cortez. I think it was a decision. But last night, man, he's moving up. His first time fighting at bantamweight against world champion Alexandro Santiago, who's a good fighter. He just beat Donaire. It was an old Donaire, 40-year-old Donaire.
Damn.
I'm sorry, but he still beat him. And yeah, so this was his first defense, if I'm not mistaken. Junto Nakatani did not leave anything up to question. He got that man up out of there in the 6th round TKO stoppage, man, by the ref, and it couldn't have came sooner because Nakatani was using his range, keeping him at bay, and that power, man. I knew that power would travel up with him to the bantamweight, and it sure enough did. I always said he really impressed me when I first saw him against Maloney. I saw him another time before that, but when he got Maloney about it there, who's a tough fighter out of Australia, I was like, man, this guy's really impressive. I figured his power would travel with him, and like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Inoue might be in trouble, who we're going to talk about right now. Takuma Inoue, let's get right to it. Takuma Inoue, he fought against Jerwin Ancajas, a Filipino warrior. Yeah, it was a very good fight, but bro, it was a good fight. I thought it was going the distance, and all of a sudden Inoue, bow, hit him with a belly shot. I didn't know where it came from. It was a 9th round KO. Got him up out of there, man. Shout out to Jerwin Ancajas. Very good fight, man. Like I said, this card was just a phenomenal card. It was a great, you know, I had to get up early now. You know, it was at 4 o'clock in the morning my time. I'm in Florida. I ain't supposed to be up them times in the mornings, but you know when you love boxing like I do, you gonna do anything for it.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
So, you know, I just want to bring it to y'all real quick, but I want to tie that in with Nakatani. So Takuma Inoue is the #2 pound for pound. Naoya Inoue's younger brother, you know, #2 right behind Terrence Crawford. But other than that, Naoya Inoue is better than everybody else in my opinion. Got Canelo #3 for pound for pound. But yeah, he's a younger brother of Naoya Inoue, and they're both younger cousins. Their older cousin also boxed. They Kosei Inoue. Those of you that didn't know that, y'all really know my boxing. Now stop playing with me. But Takuma Inoue, he better be careful, because Junto Nakatani's, hey, he on your heels, bro. He on your heels now. He in your division. Hey, don't be surprised if Junto Nakatani fights Takuma Inoue, and Naoya Inoue got to come down and or they got to meet somewhere and avenge his little brother. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, they could be a hey. Shushu Carriage is on the come up. Junto Nakatani is on the come up. I know it's the 2-weight division disparity, I believe, but you never know. It depends on how fast they go up the ranks, man. But yeah, I appreciate y'all rocking as always, man. That's it right there. Junto Nakatani, I think he's a future pound for pound star. Mark my words with that one. I'm really fond of this young man out of Japan, bro. He did his thing. That was a great card. Shout out to everybody, all the Warriors, man. We have another great card tonight that I'll be watching. Y'all come tune in with us. Shout out to everybody that tuned in with us for the championship fight. I told y'all it was going to be a Japan clean sweep, and sure enough, all the Japanese fighters won in their title fights, and even on the smaller undercard. Hey, forgive me, I've been up a long time. It was early in the morning. I believe his name was Riku Masudo. He also got a knockout too. He's an up and comer. You know, he was on the undercards. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, tonight we have Edgar Berlanga versus Pody McCrory. You know what I'm saying? Like, come tune in with me, man. Hey, I called a clean sweep. Tanaka held it down. Takuma Inoue held it down, and Junto Nakatani, who I think is a future pound for pound star, he held it down too. Did we make the 3-minute limitation? Of course we didn't. We never do, but we tried. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's 3-minute rundown. Catch you on the flip side. God bless. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.